Buongiorno, my loves. Good morning, buona domenica. I am here sitting on a beautiful overlook over Piazza del Popolo. It's one of my favorite parts of the run, probably because of these gorgeous bougainvillea that greet me every morning. Seems even in the winter, those boogies are blooming. They're beautiful. That purple is gorgeous. So, last Sunday, I talked about discernment. And this Sunday, I'm going to talk about why discernment is such an incredibly important skill set. So, it's a complicated topic, and I'm going to try really hard to get it done in 5 minutes or so. So, when we're using this skill set of discernment, when we're starting to train people in this, the model that we use is this model that's called game theory. So it's an economics model. And game theory is basically a mathematical modeling of collective decision making. How do we make powerful collective decisions that serve the group? How do we do that? So it mathematically models that, and it's probably something that we're all very interested in right now. How do we collectively, as nations, as a global community, make decisions that are there to serve the collective? How do we do that? So game theory is one of the things that models this and gives us a lot of tool sets for how we do that. So one of the things that game theory assumes before anything else is it assumes rational actors. So rational actors are those individuals that know their values, they know their strategy, and they know what they're going for. Okay, so those are kind of the three main things that rational actors have. So how do we train people to be rational actors in systems? This is a skill set that we call discernment. So as we're training groups to start kind of getting this skill set of discernment, we usually take them through this game. That's a really, really fun game. It's a good exercise to take people through to give them the felt experience of this discernment or non-discernment. So what we do is we give them a game that we call the Guess the Designer game. And this is basically when we say to the group as trainers, we stand up there in front of them as trainers and we say to the group, all right, we're gonna play a game right now. So you know none of the rules, you don't know how to win, and you don't know what the object of the game is. Now, you have 5 minutes to win the game. Go. And then they go. So usually they sit there for about the first 2 minutes, just kind of with blank faces, looking at the leadership developer, the leadership trainer that's in front of them saying, oh, what are we supposed to do? And we say, I don't know, that's your job. You figure that out. At some point, usually somebody starts saying, okay, all right, we're gonna try this. And they try something. And then they look at us and say, hey, did we win? We'll say no. Then they'll try something else. And they'll say, did we win? We'll say no. Then there's usually like a frustrated sort of milling about and kind of like anger, and they're kind of bouncing off of each other like molecules. And then they get to the point where the 5 minutes are up, okay? And they're usually at that point very angry with a leadership trainer. So they have this felt experience at that point of going through a collective decision-making process with no rational actors, without this skill set of discernment. This is why discernment is so important. This is why it's an essential skill set for each one of us to actually have and develop inside of ourselves. Because otherwise, the collective decisions start feeling very frustrated, very angry, very confused, and then judgmental is a lot of the stuff that happens. We might be seeing this right now in our collective decision-making processes. What's interesting is that it's something that we actually, as a society, don't train on super well. We'll talk about game theory. We'll talk about how important this is. And we don't actually talk about discernment very much as a skill set. So this upcoming week, I'm going to take you through all the steps for discernment and how it is that we as individuals can really grow that and develop that inside of ourselves and inside of our team members that we have around us, our co-workers, maybe our small coworkers that we call children, and how we give them this skill set and then how we actually develop it inside of ourselves too. So game theory is so much fun. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. It's another gorgeous day here in Rome. Lots and lots of sunshine. Enjoy your beautiful Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.